Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. Senator Terrence Nelson hosted a town hall meeting on St. Croix to educate the public on the benefits of his legislation, Bill number 30-0018, which is an act to reduce the penalties for the possession of small amounts of marijuana to fines rather than imprisonment. News 2's Shanika Robinson has details.
With marijuana being a hot topic throughout the world, Senator Terrence Nelson hosted a town hall meeting to educate the public on benefits of his legislation, Bill number 30-0018.
Bill to reduce the penalty for the simple possession of marijuana, and to remove from the category where will cause your license to be revoked.
Senator Nelson mentioned that with this bill, he is trying to prevent individuals from being subjected to imprisonment for what should be a minor infraction.
If we look at it from the law enforcement aspect, we are spending a lot of money adjudicating and incarcerating young people and people in general for simple possession. We can instead charge a fine, and it will be a lower cost on the justice system for processing until such time that the people of the Virgin Islands do express that they're interested in legalization, which I think is the direction we're headed in, and we need to move while the wave is rising.
Present at the town hall meeting was Joanne Naughton, a former 20-year NYPD police officer, attorney, and representative from the Law Enforcement Against Prohibition organization.
Not only is ineffective prohibiting people from using marijuana, but it's counterproductive. We put young people in prison or put them on probation with the threat of going to jail. We give them a record, and the record follows them for the rest of their life.
A few residents in attendance asked a number of questions, but one resident in particular had this to say.
The decriminalization of marijuana will only uplift the corporate world economically. Legalization of marijuana not allow the corporate world to make money off of marijuana. That's the bottom line.
Senator Nelson proposed this bill during today's Senate hearing, and it was held in committee for further consideration. Shaniqua Robinson, News 2.
And be sure to count on News 2 to keep you updated on the final decision in regards to this bill. Governor John DeYoung said Thursday he was disappointed in the Senate's decision Wednesday to delay a vote on the Hovenza agreement. Before senators was the revised proposal with clarifications to address the issues they had when they rejected it in August. But it wasn't properly placed on the agenda, so it was postponed. Senate President Malone on Wednesday called for the changes to be inserted into the actual agreement.
I'm a little disappointed in, quite frankly, is that I've already, optimistically I thought that we'd be able to get that vote yesterday, that I was beginning to put in place and put in motion the talking with the bankers for the sale. Hovenza and its owners have said they will not open back up the agreement, that they are willing very much so to any clarifications that would give a better understanding as to intent, and that has been agreed to. And what we have done is that we have provided to the Senate a clarification from the representative that's an authorized representative of the company, their attorney, their local counsel. In addition to that, we wrapped it not just with the authority of their local counsel to give those assurances, but also with the signatures of the two owners.
Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives are investigating a fatal shooting that was reported about 8:45 p.m. on October 24th. The victim, identified as 23-year-old Kendall Freeman, was shot several times while in the vicinity of Building 13 in the Mutual Homes apartments in Estate Grove Place.
When police arrived on the scene, the victim was sitting on a chair outside the building. He was unresponsive. Emergency medical technicians on the scene said the victim did not have any vital signs. He was removed from the scene by medical personnel. Major crime detectives are following up on this case, and they urge anyone who knows anything about this murder to tell police what they know. You can call detectives at 712-6037, 712-6077, or you can call Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS.
Local Dish customers who were looking forward to watching the World Series were disappointed this week. Many residents complained that they couldn't see the baseball playoffs between the St. Louis Cardinals and Boston Red Sox on their Fox network channel with Dish. A local dish retailer said in a statement that the WAPA Puerto Rico channel purchased the rights to the Major League playoffs because of the sport's popularity there. Because Dish customers in the VI don't receive the WAPA PR channel, the programming is unavailable within the Fox English packages. It is available within the Spanish packages. The retailer said corporate is aware of the situation and working towards a solution. Paradise Satellite regrets any inconvenience this may have caused their customers. Innovative Cable is carrying the World Series on Fox. Innovative is the parent company of CBS TV2. Well, today, the Governor Juan Luis Hospital and Medical Center in St. Croix hosted the first ever Six Sigma certification ceremony for 75 team members who attended the inaugural Six Sigma Yellow Belt training and have participated in improvement projects throughout the hospital.
Six Sigma is a process improvement model. It is going to create a culture shift where people in this hospital now become problem solvers, and they begin to look at their areas and other areas and see what can I do to fix the problems that exist.
Right now I'm in the process of trying to certify 200 of the JFL employees by the end of the year, and once the new year starts in 2014, we'll begin certifying green belts and black belts.
This has been really something I felt was a long time coming, because I think we don't focus on process enough, and I think this has already started us thinking in a whole different way.
Well, Republican lawmakers are trying a different tactic against the Affordable Care Act. They're holding hearings on the government's underperforming website Americans are trying to use to sign up for the health insurance. The Obama administration says there's a tech surge to fix the problem, but already 700,000 applications have been submitted online. Danielle Nottingham has more from Capitol Hill.
Problems with healthcare.gov haven't stopped Naisha Cassiano from helping Virginia residents sign up for health insurance.
So it's still, I guess, a work in progress of them being able to fix the kinks, but at least we were able to fill out the application, which eliminates the paper step right now, so that's pretty good.
Cassiano is a certified application counselor, one of 3 serving Prince William County and its nearly 500,000 residents.
Right now we've filled out over 350 applications.
Felicia Tenorio is one of those applicants. She was on Medicaid until last year. Now the expecting mother is here to sign up for affordable health insurance.
It's been pretty easy so far.
Virginia is one of several states where the federal government is running the health care exchange, and the Obama administration is not saying how many people have successfully enrolled yet. But in states running their own exchanges, CBS News has learned a large number of people are signing up for Medicaid, not private insurance.
Either the private insurance enrollments come up somewhere around the expected amount, or there's going to be a problem.
The numbers are troubling because insurance companies are counting on healthy people signing up to offset the cost of covering the sick and the poor. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Woodbridge, Virginia.
Meanwhile, keeping our eye on the economy, UPS is ramping up for what's expected to be a very busy holiday shipping season. The package delivery company is hiring 55,000 seasonal workers to help move an increased number of packages. UPS predicts more online holiday shopping will push its daily volume up 8%. UPS also said it delivered more than 1 billion packages last quarter, which helped profits soar. This is the New York Stock Exchange Scotiabank Stock Market Watch. The Dow, Nasdaq, S&P all up. The Dow 61, Nasdaq 14, S&P 7. Coming up on News 2, many were out in full force, determined to take back the night, take a stand, and send a message about domestic violence. Highlights from the annual Domestic Violence Take Back the Night March coming up next. Hundreds of residents took to the streets Thursday night to reclaim the night from violence. The 30-minute annual Take Back the Night March started from Church Street in Christiansted, then along Company Street to Sunday Market Square, where they ended with a rally. News' Erica Parsons has that story.
In purple solidarity and solemn silence, almost 200 men, women, and children marched through the streets of Christiansted to reclaim the night for the annual Take Back the Night March.
It's all about telling people that it's safe to walk out, even though we have all this crime going on. The march is we're going to take our streets back. that we cannot continue to live in fear that something is going to happen. It's also about acknowledging victims who've died in domestic violence, acknowledging victims who are still victims in domestic violence, and celebrating survivors who finally got out.
Poetry and praise performances were just two of the ways the victims were remembered at the rally held after the march. 62 victims' names were read, while family members or organizers placed a pair of shoes in their honor.
The shoes is to let people know that the people are still alive in our memories.
The attendees held signs condemning domestic violence. They also held white candles and the names of the many victims who've died since the march began in 1981. When they counted the number of supporters present, there were 194 strong.
This year we honored two people. We honored Tammy Zollner and Burton Payne. That was a male and female who died within the last couple of years in domestic violence, and we wanted to acknowledge them.
The Women's Coalition also honored the VIPD's Domestic Violence Unit and Legal Services of the Virgin Islands as heroes and sheroes.
Because they're agencies and that's their work, people just expect them to do what they do, but we want them to know we appreciate everything they do for victims.
Erica Parsons, News 2.
The Women's Coalition also recognized the former director of the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Council, Lynn Spencer, for her contributions in the field before her recent retirement. Working to ensure that tradition is passed on, Valerica Bryson, Music Department Chairperson at Elena Christian Junior High, is inviting schools representatives to a planning meeting for the revival of quadrille in our school's program. The meeting will be held this Sunday, October 27th at 6 p.m. at the University of the Virgin Islands, room Northwest 102, which is adjacent to the Great Hall. The meeting will feature an overview of the program along with the new stipulations put in place. The 2014 revival of quadrille in our schools program is scheduled for April 12, 2014. For more information on revival of quadrille, you can contact Ms. Bryson at 340-718-4445. Well, if you're in the mood for some Halloween fun and to view and select from the largest pumpkin patch on St. Thomas, Antilles School has imported hundreds of pumpkins to create a pumpkin patch and fall festival celebration. There will be music by Spectrum Band. The booths are sponsored by school organizations. There will be a bounce house, face painting, balloons, a haunted house, games, crafts, food, and much more. It's $5 for adults and $3 for children. Again, that's this Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. at the school's campus. Well, it's time to get to know our pets of the week. It's Coco and Bernadette, both 3-month-old Chihuahua mixes who are up for adoption. They're cute and friendly, and they love to play. If you're interested in giving forever homes to either Coco or Bernadette, or both, or if you want to foster first, you can call the Humane Society at 775-0599.
Today we have Bernadette on my right, Coco on my left. They are Chihuahua mixes, about 3 months old each. Very adorable. They rode in the car amazing. I was really amazed. Bernadette jumped up in my wife's lap and rode the whole way over. And if you are interested, come on down and check them out. They are obviously up for adoption, and we have lots more kittens and puppies and everything for you. Just come on down, check them out, sorry. And as always, if you need help spay and neutering your pets, please let us know. We'll try to help you as much as we can.
They're so lovable. Be sure to stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.